If you look here, the foot's turning, the knee's turning, the hips are turning, the shoulder turns, the fist at the end turns. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in, really appreciate it. This video is going to be about punching power. Specifically, the video is actually about technique, punch technique, how you can improve your punch technique, because improving punch technique will improve punching power. That's really important to understand. Now, power is essentially force plus speed harnessed through good technique, okay? It's an energy that flows through your body called a kinetic chain, and how you deliver the chain will be basically depending on how much power you get. So I'll explain all of that in the video. I'll keep it as simple and concise as possible because this channel is for beginners, and I wouldn't normally teach power early on, but somebody asked me to make the video, so I obliged. So let's go.
Boxing.
Right, as always, shout out to all the subscribers. Big up to anybody new. Welcome along. Thank you very much for tuning in, and well done for trying to seek out any knowledge, because you know that's the best and first place to start. Second place is to watch the whole video, maybe a few times, and then apply yourself. Okay, application is the most important thing. None of this will make any sense or mean anything if you don't go and apply yourself. So on with the video, right? First off, to get good power, you're going to need a good stance, right? This is so important, I cannot stress it enough. To get good power, you're going to need a good stance, right? This is so important, I cannot stress it enough. I've made a video about a stance, I'm gonna do another one soon. Get a good stance. A good stance means good balance, all right? Good balance means you have a better ability to transfer the weight, okay? Distribute the weight, okay? So if I'm standing like this and my balance is off, obviously, I'm losing energy out the back leg. I'm not gonna be able to generate much power with that because my balance isn't on and the weight is going to be harder to transfer. That's obvious, right? Same if I'm standing up here. This isn't good stance, right? My shoulders are too far forward, my feet are too close together. I can't generate much power because my balance isn't very good. This is imperative. I can't generate much power because my balance isn't very good. This is imperative, okay? Good stance means good balance, good shape, okay? Nice and relaxed too. You don't want to be too tense. A lot of times beginners will get real tight and real tense like this. What that's doing is, one, it's burning energy. Two, you're tensing up your muscles like that so they're not as loose and relaxed to be able to help with the technique, okay? So just relax your shoulders, relax everything, all right? And so now we're here. This punch is just gonna be for the backhand, okay? Because every punch has a different technique. As the video and the channel grows, I'm gonna cover all these punches in detail, so don't worry, but this is just the backhand. A left hand if you're southpaw, it's the same exact thing. So I'm gonna zoom in on all these different elements and show you so you can apply it today. Okay, good stance, hands on the chin, elbows in the rib cage, nice and relaxed. Now all you're gonna do, you're gonna push that hand forward, right? Forward, shoot it, okay? Keep it in a straight line, right? You don't want to move your hand back like that, okay? You don't want to move it around at all. You just want to come from here. Should be no movements, there. Should be no movements, there.
Boxing.
All right, now if you notice the shoulder comes through, I'm going to show you frame by frame so you can do this, right? The back foot turns, the hips turn, the shoulder turns, all in unison. This is where you generate the power through your foot, okay? The kinetic chain starts in your foot. You don't need to worry about that just yet as a beginner, but understand the power transfers through your legs, okay? Through your hips. And good technique is what brings that force through to the tip of your fist okay, to your opponent's face. And good technique is what brings that force through to the tip of your fist, okay, to your opponent's face. This is so important. The chain messes up, meaning if I'm like this and the chain isn't good, you're not going to get any power. It's as simple as that. So, good chain is so important. Good technique, nice and smooth. Shoot it like that, okay? Bang. Okay, let's talk about practice, all right? I'm going to show you some clips from the gym too. So if you are able to get to a gym, amazing. If not, you can still do this outside, shadow boxing, even, you know, in the mirror, whatever you need to do. Basically, I would not move your feet yet as a beginner, okay? If you know how to move your feet and punch, that's great. But at the moment, I would keep your feet still because you're going to get better consistency, right? So, and it's going to mess up your technique when you do start moving your feet, if you don't know how to do it. So keep still and just shoot the same punch over and over and over. Look at the shoulder where it ends up, right? The shoulder comes here. That's generating so much power as opposed to this, right? This might be quicker, as in like it's a shorter punch, but the shoulder's not going through and there's not as much power. These punches are fine if you just want to throw them for a short, quick punch, but if you want power, you got to do that. Right? Now, the impact is a very important part of punching in general. And it doesn't get spoken about that much, but I'll explain it quickly, right? You don't want to shoot the shot and just leave it out there like that and bring it back, usually. You also don't want to leave the punch out there and admire your own shot, right? That's called admiring your own punch, when you leave the hand out there. You want to snap it, boom. Have the snap at the end of it, boom. And then bring it right back, okay? Boom. If you look here, the foot's turning, the knee's turning, the hips are turning, the shoulder turns, the fist at the end turns. Right? Turns down. It's a big part of the channel, is trying to get you to understand a higher level of punching, the things that you can actually do today. You can put your shoulder through it today. You can turn the punch over today. You can turn the back foot. You can turn your hips. You just got to make sure you're doing it. Record yourself, okay? This is really important when it comes to practicing, because you might think that, you know, your shoulders are going through it, and you look at the video and you realize they're not. You know what I mean? You've got to do these things to get better. Repetition, consistency, every single day, you know? If you're new to this channel, or even if you're a subscriber, I'm going to be drilling home all these fundamental parts to get you better as a beginner. And I've got so much more content on the way. I appreciate anyone that's locked in. I'm also going to leave some clips of some famous trainers at the end of every video to give you another idea and wisdom of the beautiful sport of boxing, okay? I really want to cover all the bases on this channel and really uplift as many beginners as I can, because I used to be a beginner once myself, and I've been through the learning process. You know, I was taught from a very high level of trainers that I'm blessed to have helped me, and I'm here to help you. So let's go over the summary whilst I play a beat. Every time I'm going to end the video, I'm going to play a beat that I made. This one's called Fearless. I want you to be fearless, all right? And then we're going to leave the quotes at the end. But summary. Good stance, good balance, good base, nice and relaxed. All right, hands on your chin, elbows on the rib cage, nice and balanced like this. Don't move your hand. Just shoot it straight, right? Obviously, bring it back like that.
The lecture of fear goes something like this. All people are afraid. Being afraid is a very normal, healthy thing. If an individual were not afraid, I would have to send them to a psychiatrist to find out what was wrong. Nature gave us fear in order to survive. And of course, fear is our best friend. Without fear, we would all die. We'd do something foolish or stupid, which would cause our death or being crippled. Fear is something which has to be controlled. I always compare it to fire. Fear, like fire, must be controlled. And once it gets out of control, like fire, it can destroy everything around. Not only the individual, but everything around. But once you control fear like fire, you could make it work for you. Without fire, we wouldn't have the civilization we now recognize. The fighter who controls his fear can now function in a manner far over and beyond anything he was capable of before. The fighter who controls his fear can now function in a manner far over and beyond anything he was capable of before. Fear is your friend.
You notice it comes right back to the chin too. Right back to the chin. Not like this. Right back. And do that over and over and over and over and over as many times as you can until you get better. Then we can start bringing the feet in and we can build from there. That's it from me. Have a wonderful day. Peace, love. Boxing on the Edge. My name is Henry. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. All right, peace. I'm out.
Fighter who controls his fear can now function in a manner far over and beyond anything he was capable of before. Fear is your friend, and nature gave us fear in order for us to survive.
Boxing.
On the edge.